Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another My Sims 4 wishlist video. So, it's pretty well known how disappointing the ball pit was when toddler stuff first came out. But what if I told you that there's a potentially even more disappointing object that has existed in The Sims before? Allow me to bring up the hot air balloon, which was included as a premium content item with the world Aurora Skies from the Sims 3 store. When they first announced this was going to be a part of this world, I was pretty excited. I was like, really? A hot air balloon? That sounds awesome. And then, well, yeah, that's how high it goes. Seriously, it doesn't go any higher than that. It just goes a little bit off the ground. With the ball pit, the main source of the backlash was over the look, because the texture of the balls themselves were really bad, especially for a product that was releasing in 2017. And with the ball pit, it didn't take that long for it to be updated so that the balls actually did look better. And with the hot air balloon, the issue is over the actual gameplay function of it, and it never got fixed. It's 2018, and this is how the hot air balloon still works. So why am I bringing so much focus to an object that I'm obviously so disappointed in? Well, it's because I think with The Sims 4, this is a chance for Maxis to do the hot air balloons justice, and make them so much better than they were in The Sims 3. So let's start off with what I think is the most important thing to improve, which is the height that this thing goes. So this may not be as easy to decide as you would have initially thought, because, well, if the hot air balloon went too high, then that would expose the skybox, and, well, that might not be good for our Sims, because suddenly they'll wonder what is real and what isn't, and yeah, just maybe die in the process, so maybe that wouldn't be so good. But yeah, I did a little bit of just scrolling around with the camera, and I think the height of the hot air balloon in The Sims 4 should go approximately 5 to 6 stories tall, so it's quite a bit higher than what The Sims 3's hot air balloon did, but not to the point where it'd be so high that you could see too much of the backgrounds, especially in districts where you have low detail buildings in the background. The hot air balloon could also float around a bit instead of staying in one place. However, it should probably stay within the boundaries of the lot that it's placed in, because if it were allowed to drift out into the public space, I'm not sure if the developers could make it so that the hot air balloon could detect nearby obstacles. Otherwise, you might have it clip right through trees and skyscrapers, which could end up being worse than what it was in The Sims 3 in that case. I imagine that's why in The Sims 3, that it was one of the reasons why the hot air balloon just teleported to its destination instead of slowly flying over there. However, we are talking about The Sims 4, which has you hitting a loading screen whenever you travel to a separate lot, so there's still a loading screen to deal with wherever you go, and in this specific case, this might actually work a bit in its favor. You can use the hot air balloons to travel places still, and if your destination has a parking space for the hot air balloon, then it will land in that space. If a space is not there, it'll land wherever there's room, and if there's no room anywhere on the lot, then your Sims will appear at the lot as if they just went there normally, and you'll get a text notification that your Sims landed nearby, and that the balloon has been taken back to its original spot. As for interactions, to start off, I'd like to see all the ones that we already had in The Sims 3. You can have up to 2 Sims walk into the hot air balloon, and then you click on it again to have it take off. Then once you're in the air, you can have your Sims sightsee by using binoculars, have it toast with nectar, propose marriage, woohoo, or fly to another lot. And in addition to that, it would also work a bit like the couch, where you have all of those interactions available. So you can have your Sims sit down and talk or flirt, blow kisses at each other, whatever. Just that normal stuff that you have while you're interacting on a couch. Of course, that means you can cuddle as well, which you can have lead into the woohoo. I don't think the Woohoo needs to look any different than the Sims 3 version. I thought it was pretty funny having them go under the blanket while hearts fall on them and the balloon continuously goes. And at the end, your Sims would receive some kind of special flirty mile-high buff for woohooing in the hot air balloon. There are some new things I'd like to see added too. Your Sims would be able to take pictures with their camera and increase photography skill, making the hot air balloon ideal for some nice scenery photos to hang on their wall back home. If your Sims have a group meal in their inventory, they can have a small picnic. And if you have Spa Day installed, your Sims can meditate and increase the wellness skill at a faster rate than normal for being in a nice quiet place above it all. If you have Get Together, then there would be a new club rule that encompasses all activities related to the hot air balloon, so you can have a club of hot air balloon hobbyists. If your Sim happens to be riding the hot air balloon while having one of the illnesses introduced through Get to Work and My First Pet stuff, there's a chance they may get airsick and throw up over the edge, where hopefully no Sims are standing below, otherwise they will definitely need a shower. As for potential future pack integration, I'd like to see it work a bit with seasons as well, especially if they did make the wind affect the weather a bit more, like I suggested in my seasons episode. Then if it did get too windy and stormy, then you would not be able to ride in the hot air balloon, as it would be too dangerous. I'd also like for there to be a few different designs for the hot air balloon itself. There'd be the normal balloon shape you'd expect to see, but in real life there's all sorts of fun and crazy designs out there. A few different ideas that I think could really fit with the game include a freezer bunny shaped balloon, a llama shaped one, a void critter, or maybe even one shaped like a cow plant. And now it comes to how the hot air balloon should be given to us. And well, this is a little bit difficult because I don't think there's really many pack themes that really scream hot air balloons, so I was thinking maybe it could be included in a Seasons expansion. I guess it could kind of go well with that. Seasons goes well with a lot of things, especially with outdoor activities, so yeah, I can imagine hot air balloons fitting into Seasons. And, well, I guess they could do a stuff pack for hot air balloons, but I don't think it would really turn out too well. I don't think it would really have even most of the ideas that I suggested. The only thing that I could potentially see interesting with the hot air balloon stuff pack is what sort of clothes and objects would that come with? Because they already covered the whole wicker furniture theme with Laundry Day stuff. And we have a lot of rustic clothing already, although I guess I wouldn't mind more of it, but yeah, I don't know. We already have a lot of natural furniture and furniture that just goes with nature in general, so yeah, I really don't know what they do there. One more theme I suppose it could kind of go with is a tropical island game pack if they went with the angle of using the hot air balloons. Maybe it could even go on like scenic tours or something, but in that case, since we don't want the hot air balloon to clip through buildings as discussed before, it would disappear and then you'd have the chance cards coming up and that sort of thing. So that could be an interesting angle to take the hot air balloons if they were included in a vacation sort of pack. While it would be nice to get hot air balloons for free, I don't think that would happen. I don't think they'd give us hot air balloons for free. Cars, I can kind of imagine because they'd have to really integrate a lot into the core gameplay, and they'd have to like change the decorative cars that drive by all the houses so they look better and that sort of thing. But hot air balloons I don't think are really as essential to the game as cars would be, even in the case of The Sims 4 not being as open world. But hot air balloons, I think, overall would just be like a really fun extra to the game. It's not something that would be used in the daily routine like a car would, but yeah, I still think it'd be a really fun activity to do on the side, especially if you're running out of things to do. And that wraps up another My Sims 4 wishlist video. So let me know in the comment section below if you'd like to see hot air balloons in The Sims 4, and what you'd like to see with them if you do. While the hot air balloon was a huge letdown with Aurora Skies in The Sims 3, I think with at least most of the ideas I suggested, it could be raised to new heights in The Sims 4 and be much more useful. And with that, be sure to leave a like or a comment or even subscribe because it lets me know that you like my channel and my videos, and it helps you keep up to date more easily with the latest content from me. I do videos on The Sims, Sonic the Hedgehog, and more. So I'll talk to you all later, and have a great day! Thanks for watching!